Sandi and Dave, you have asked me to unite the two of you today under this amazing sky here on the Sunset Cliffs. The words we say today have no magic powers. The powers of the wedding vows are merely a reflection of a reality that already exists in your heart. Dave and Sandi, nothing I can say today, or nothing you can say to each other, will ensure a long, happy, satisfying, and committed marriage, because we all know it is action that secures the love. Only your love for one another and your integrity to make that action real can do that. I would like to offer the words of author William A. Peterson in The Art of Marriage, who I believe has captured those words and the essence of those words and the commitment of those words. I hope you will keep these words upon your heart and refer to them again and again. The little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together to face the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for one another, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo. It is not expecting the wife to wear the wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in one another. It is cultivating flexibility and patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which to grow. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. So when I'm hired to perform a ceremony, and I want to find out a little bit more about the bride, but in this case I needed to find a lot more about the groom, I send them some goofy questions to answer, and sometimes I use the answers as part of a way to personalize the ceremony. And this is what I find out about Sandi and Dave. I found out that they followed the third date rule, sort of. You were not supposed to have sex with someone until at least the third date. Well, on the first day they floated down the Grand Canyon. They talked a lot. On day 2, he was already rubbing her feet. And on day 3, well, let's just say it was more than just Sandi's condensation making it wet inside the tent. So you know, Sandi, Dave skipped that part of the answers about the third night. He didn't say anything about that. I was also surprised to find out that Dave worked for NORAD. Because according to what happened in the film Independence Day in 1996, NORAD was destroyed by a bunch of aliens. I'm glad to see at least one person survived. Sandi, I also learned that you did not notice Dave at the grand rafting pre-dinner pizza thing on your 21-day trip before you started, but he noticed you. I found out that Dave said the L word first, but he couldn't remember when and where. But you, on the other hand, remembered where, when, and what time of day it was that he said I love you. I asked them if they both had a song. Sandi said that Dave had a song for her called Fire in the Mountain. But Dave said that if they had a song that's theirs, Sandi hasn't told them what it is yet. But what seemed to me by reading both of your answers is that you two have been practicing for each other your entire lives. I've known Sandi for 30 years, plus 30 years. I will admit that much of our living days in Humboldt County are a bit hazy to me right now. But I do know that Sandi has been a great friend, a hardworking single mom who raised a beautiful Canaan, and a woman who did the best she could with the cards she was dealt. When she asked me to officiate this ceremony, here I go, I was honored. To be able to see my friend as happy and in love as she is today is the best gift for all of us who have known her, loved her, laughed with her, and cried with her, and who who have been blessed to be a part of her life. Sandi, look around at these people. They're all here for you and Dave to honor this love today. Right, everybody?
Yeah! Woo!
They are here because you've chosen this man to be your husband. To see you now and know that you so deserve this moment, this life with this wonderful man. I'm so happy for you, Sandi, as all of us are. And we can't wait to hear all the adventures you're going to have with this beautiful man. Because of the many conversations, Sandi, you and I have had over the years, I know that there are two people who are not here that you miss every single day. But trust me when I tell you, your mom Phyllis and your dad Bill are with you today and standing beside you with their angelic arms wrapped around you tight. So happy for their daughter that you found a man who loves you the way you deserve to be loved. Would we please hold a moment of silence right now for Phyllis and Bill. A lot of things have happened on April 23rd. In 1789, U.S. President George Washington moved into the Franklin House in New York. It was the first executive mansion. On April 23rd in 1985, Coca-Cola Company announced it was changing its 99-year secret old formula, and we know it did not work. In 1971, the Rolling Stones album Sticky Fingers was released on this day. Also in 1985, Liberace's first appeared on the TV soap opera Another World. Shirley Temple and Roy Orbison have a birthday today. And in 2006 today, Sandi and Dave are minutes from becoming husband and wife. Now is the time for the vows, which has always been a sacred part of the wedding ceremony. Words that the bride and groom say to one another to keep upon your hearts. Dave?
Sandi, I mentioned this thing, Candace. Read that trip was 24 hours before it started. When I got there, I was lucky enough to have to put on my robe. And it turns out it was a great decision for the trip. Sandi was laughing and smiled.
The past 19 months has been the most magical time of my whole life. I have found the most wonderful man who has become my best friend, my lover, my rock. You have shown me a love so deep, so true, and you never let me to forget how much you love me. You make me laugh. Comfort me when I'm sad. Even when you do not know what to say, you take my hand and hold it tight. I have never been so committed to anything as I am to you. My vow to you is to love you always, to be there through thick and thin, then to have and hold you tightly forever, to take care of you when you're sick. I want to be your wife, to laugh, to have adventures, to see new things, to be there every step of the way. Always and a day. I love you too.
Sandi and Dave, will you now give and receive the rings? Just a second. The wedding band dates back to the 17th century BC in Egypt, where the ancients were reminded binded by the circle of eternity, eternity having no beginning and no end. The placement on the left finger symbolizes a connection directly to the heart. A circle is a symbol of the sun and the earth and the universe. It is a symbol of holiness and perfection and of peace. In these rings, it is a symbol of unity, in which your lives are now joined in the unbroken circle, in which wherever you go, you will always return to one another and your togetherness. Dave, please place this ring on Sandy's finger. Please repeat after me. I, Dave, take you, Sandy, to be my wife. I offer you my solemn vow to love and honor you, to be your partner in sickness and in health. I promise to love you unconditionally, to honor and respect you, to laugh with you and to cry with you, and to cherish you for as long as we both shall live. I, Sandy, take you, Dave,
I, Sandy,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I offer you my solemn vow
I offer you my solemn vow
to love and honor you,
to love and honor,
to be your partner in sickness and in health.
to be a partner in sickness and health,
I promise to love you unconditionally,
to love you unconditionally,
to honor and respect you,
to love, honor, and respect you,
to laugh with you and cry with you,
to love with you, to love you,
and to cherish you
and to cherish you.
for as long as we both shall live. I pray that you, Sandy and Dave, are kept safe throughout this day, and that you live as holy as you can, that you see things you have not seen before, and more of them beautiful than not, more of them delightful than not. I ask that you hold easily in your hands the balance of the earth and the sky, that you laugh and you cry, no freedom from restraint, some joy and some sorrow, much of life and little of death. I ask that you are grateful for the gift of your being, and I pray that you celebrate your lives in the proper way, with grace and humility, wonder and contentment in the strong, deep current of your spirit's voice. I ask that you are happily in love in the dawn, more deeply in love in the dusk. Always bring out the best in each other. Never shy away from who you are to one another, and always be each other's peace of mind. With the power invested to me by the state of California, I now pronounce you, Sandy and Dave, husband and wife. You may kiss your beautiful
Yeah. All right. Woo. Yeah. Woo.
Get a room. I'd like to announce the newest Club of San Diego County.
Yeah. Woo.
Everybody please rise and honor the new Mr. and Mrs.
Woohoo. Yeah, all right. Congratulations.
Honeymoon. Where are you guys going?